Sorry, it says starting. Okay.
Okay, all right. Hi, I'm Laura with Rethunk Junk by Laura. Welcome to Thursdays at 3-ish. We're way-ish today. In fact, we said 3:30, and we're even ishy on that, so sorry about that. But we're ready to go.
Nobody's there yet.
What do you mean nobody's there?
Yes, there is. There are 4 people watching, Dad.
I think Emma's got this. You got this, Emma. Thank you, 4 people. If there's comments, you can let me know if anybody has questions or whatever. So, thanks for joining us. I am so excited. We are in the school, and we are in my kitchen. I can actually a little bit call it that. Look at the before pictures. Here are the before pictures. This, can you see? Yes.
Diane Pruitt says so happy you're getting a kitchen.
I know. You can't even imagine. I've never appreciated a sink more in my life. So here's our before. Can you see that, Ems? Do I need to get closer? Do you need to get closer? Can you see?
Oh my God, closer.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's our before. And no, the money on the floor was not real. Here's another before. We've got this before. And I'll show you the wall that turned into in a moment. There's another before in here.
We got a hey from Utah.
Hey, Utah! And here's another before. This is crazy, huh? Wait till you see what it is now. Okay, and here is our last before. Right here. Okay, this before. Okay, so here we go. See this? No, there. That bookcase right there. Would you like to see what that turned into? Are they saying yes? We would like to see what that turned into.
She doesn't have it going to your face.
You don't have to go to
No, I'm showing that because you were pointing at it.
Ready to go with, yeah, she's got it. Okay, this, surely someone said, yes, we want to see what that's turned into.
We got some haze.
There's a lag, so it's all good. This, we decided we're trying to leave some things in the school that were here originally and use them in our way. So we rethunk this bookcase here. Are you ready to be amazed? Here is the bookcase now. Oh my gosh, there's hearts everywhere, right? People love it. Isn't it fabulous?
There are hearts.
It's awesome.
And you got an all capital yes.
Okay,
so
good.
finally someone's willing.
Good. Can you believe that? Wait, let's do the before again. Da-da-da. This is like my Chip and Joanna Gaines because here it is and you can't see anything and now like here it is. Da-da-da-da. Isn't that fabulous? It's awesome.
And I'm standing right in the middle so you can't even see my reflection. It's truly magical.
Good. Isn't it fact we built it into the wall? Okay, let me just say, Bobby Walker is amazing. He has done the work in here, and he puts up with all my little suggestions. It's amazing what he has done and what he has helped us create here. So, built all that in. Isn't that fabulous? It's awesome. It's totally awesome.
That's exactly what Diane Pruitt just said.
She's
said,
right.
awesome.
Okay, so we got that going on. Let me do this one, and I'll show you this wall. And this is still a work in progress. So there's still a lot to do, but you can kind of get a feel for where we're going with it. So this wall right here, see that wall right there, is now turning into, dun, 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 dun. Look at all my cabinets. That's a 15-foot wall of cabinets. That's amazing. And these shelves right here, just so you know, we're using a lot of stuff. Those shelves that were over the ugly Formica situation going on right there, these shelves are the ones hanging on this side now and painted green. Isn't that awesome with open shelving? Yeah. Okay, so we got a big, and then it's hard to see, but this wall right here, can you see that wall right there? That wall right there is now, come over here, Emma.
Okay.
Is my stove.
I can't get like a very good view.
It has been 6 months. What?
I can't get a very good view if I'm standing all the way over there, so I kind of got to get it from...
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, get it from afar.
I've
waited 6 months for this. All of you who have stoves and sinks and just take them for granted, when you say your prayers tonight, you should probably include them because I haven't had one for 6 months and it's amazing to have one. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to paint some of the cabinets in here. Let's head on over to here. First, I just need to do this so that y'all can all see this. Dun, 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 dun. Watch this.
You didn't show them the before and after wall.
Oh, yeah!
We have water.
The before wall of that
We haven't had water in
is
a
this
while.
one right here. That's the before. So the sink was down there in the corner. It's now moved down here. Look at this. Oh, yeah. It's a dishwasher.
Thank you.
It's a dishwasher. And
standing next to a dish. It's a whirlpool standing next to a dishwasher named Laura.
that's really funny. Really funny. Oh,
Yeah. for that tonight.
cabinets, so we're going to do this little bank of cabinets right here. First thing I'm going to do is take the drawer out so I can paint it.
You taking off your drawers for this one?
Yes, Tom, you're so funny. Will you move that trash can over here so I can sit the drawer on the trash can, Tom?
I got it.
I was about to do it.
Yeah, normally I have to balance everything.
Just take your time. Don't weigh anything. Alright, so we will paint that sitting right here on the trash can because we're super fancy. Doesn't matter, it's going to get painted. Okay, then if you're starting cabinets that are in your kitchen from scratch, you will want to clean them with the prep. I'm going to be saleswoman today because I got some cool stuff. So you will want to clean them with the prep. We have scrubby pads. I would clean them with the prep. Yes.
You got a question?
Question.
Hi, Laura. Do you have paint in for stairs yet?
Our floor paint will work on stairs, and our actual regular paint a lot of people have used on stairs because it's insanely durable. As long as you seal it, you're good. So yeah, we've painted stairs before. Scrubby pads, prep, clean your cabinets. I can skip that step because these are just raw wood cabinets. There's nothing on them, so I'm not cleaning anything off them, and I'm not getting anything, doing anything like that. So I'm taking the drawer out. I'm going to sit so you don't have to see my butt.
Laura,
Yes.
you've got shown your pantry door.
What? You like my pantry door, don't you?
You said you wanted to show it to me.
I'm going to. I will when I get around that way. I got dry time. We got things to do. I got a plan. Okay. So, I have my fancy dollar plastic tablecloth for my tarp. Those are really good. I mean, you want to come over a little bit closer so we can see where we're painting? So, a lot of people take them off the hinges. I don't take my doors off the hinges when I'm painting. I'm going to cut in carefully right here next to my dishwasher. Did I mention I have a dishwasher? So I'm going to cut in carefully there. I'm going to cut in up here so that, see, I have a piece that I have not stained yet of my butcher block. I stained all the butcher block with stain top. It's fabulous. I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to paint right here. Boom, got it. Isn't this a beautiful color? I had a lot of people when I asked suggest farmhouse navy, but I don't have any natural light in here. There's no windows, and I felt like that would make it a little bit dark, so I went with one of our new colors, fresh sage, and it's absolutely beautiful. And greens are big for kitchens. So I'm painting here. I'm going to get here. And this is the part where people are like, well, what do I do about? And I'm going to get the top of this little ledge. You don't want to leave them closed and paint them. I've painted them shut before, and the paint is so hilariously strong, it'll create a seal. Okay. Again, not into dipping my brush a million times. So I'm just going to get some paint on here and then smear it around. And Emma, tell me if anybody has a question. Okay. Or people are probably just like so amazed by my kitchen that they can't even formulate a question. Can't even. Okay.
Someone asked about the floor paint and if it's a new product because they have your regular paint but not the floor paint.
Yes, floor paint will be a new product. It hasn't been released yet. I'm getting ready to use it on my floor in here and show you guys that. Not today, but I'm going to use that in here so you can see how fabulous it is. And, okay. So I got this going on. I'm just going to keep painting this cabinet door because usually I rush through things. But this is my kitchen. Did I mention I have a kitchen now? It's absolutely awesome. Okay. Thanks, Emma. Emma's on her knees for you guys filming this. So some love right there. Okay. So. This is so much fun because it's my kitchen. No questions? People are quiet today.
People are excited.
Well, that's good. Excited is good.
Very.
Okay. So, I picked the wrong door to do, Emma, so you're going to have to do a little gymnastics trick.
I got you. I can do whatever you want.
I know you can, baby. Okay, so there's my first coat. And I should have done that door so you can see what I'm doing, but what I will do now is, can you get to the other side, Ems?
Can I, you want me to sit
over
on this
here
side
by
of
the
you?
wall? Yeah, because I'm going to open this cabinet door. Don't get anything on you. Okay. Now you open it, and see I have this little part that is unsightly, but that's all I got to do right here. Okay. You can paint the inside if you want. I don't always, because I'm not that picky about it. If I'm going to paint, I'll just do a Spirit of Excellence on this one for you. So I would paint right here, especially if I had upper cabinets, which I don't, which I'm totally fine with, but I would paint here. I would get a little brush and go around that, or I would just do this because that's faster. And I don't mind because nobody's going to see the inside of that. So I would do this right here because that gives me a nice smooth finish. And then I would, especially if I have upper cabinets, like I said, I would paint the inside a different color. Like I would probably paint it slate. You know, our paint is a chalkboard if you don't seal it. So if I did that slate, especially like I say on upper cabinets, then my kids could write, I ate the last of the cookies, or please buy some milk, or, you know, whatever. In one of the houses we lived in, I actually had the chocolate chip cookie recipe on the inside of one of the doors, so the kids could make cookies whenever they wanted to. So there we go. This should dry, but you don't see anything now. There's no reason to take the doors off. It worked perfectly great. If I was not doing a video, I would leave them like this for a little while, but once that's dry, you're good to go.
All right, you got a question.
What's the question?
Saying what sealer will you use?
I'll use Tuff Top.
And another one that says, how long do you suggest to wait between coats to keep from getting the streaky look?
Okay, I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes while I show you what I did to my butcher block countertops, and then I'm going to come back and put another coat on. So not too long. You can wait as long as you want. You can wait longer than that, but waiting is not something I'm super good at. So, all right, for stain top, I'm going to put these on. Because
What if you have hinges that show outside?
What if what?
You have hinges that show outside?
I still paint a lot of hinges that show outside. Like, look on this piece right here. I know they're different hinges, but I painted those. So, and I open and shut it, and it's not a problem. I'll do that, you know, China cabinets, a lot of times they'll have the hinges on the outside, so it's good. It's a good thing.
And is the paint good for a chalkboard if you don't add Tuff Top?
It's absolutely good for a chalkboard. In fact, meet my 4x8 chalkboard over here. I haven't seasoned it, but this was something we found in the school that had, what was on the other side of it? Like a chicken or a barnyard scene or a bunny rabbit or something.
I have no
There's something
clue.
on the other side. So I painted this slate, and it's absolutely perfect. Bobby put the border up. Isn't it fabulous? And all I have to do, it's not sealed. I do need to season it, which means I need to take a piece of chalk and run it around like this on it. Or Tom says an eraser will work on it. Because if you don't, the first thing you write on it will kind of always show up. So, don't want to do that. So these are my backsplashes. And look how fabulous Bobby is. Before he left, he put them all on here so I could stain them. Instead of just laying them on the floor. Because I personally don't own sawhorses, but he does because he has everything. So, mixing container. This is what I did on the butcher block here. These are my backsplash pieces. Stain top. And I mixed stain top. And when we start giving you recipes with these new colors, we're rolling out a new color every day. You guys should be looking on Facebook. They are beautiful colors. And we're going to start sharing recipes as well. So, I have one container of stain top. And you want to shake it because the good stuff really does stick to the bottom. So, I shook it pretty good, so mine looks pretty fabulous. Okay. Oh, my trash can is covered with a drawer. Okay. And then I don't want to do a whole bunch of coats, so I'm going to add a little bit of semi-sweet to the mix. The nice thing about having these mixing containers is I can see exactly, I've got 8 ounces of my stain top. See that fabulous little mixing spot right there? 8 ounces of that, and I can add, I'm going to go to 12 with my paint. Whoops. So now, why did you laugh at me? Because it's splattered?
It's splattered.
Yeah. So now, anytime I want to mix something, like this won't be enough for all the rest of the countertops I have to do, and for the rest of the backsplash, and blah, 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 blah. But I know 8 ounces, and then fill it to 12 ounces with the paint. Put my handy dandy lid on. These are available online.
I accidentally got
Shake
my
her
finger in the camera.
Okay, and I don't want to splatter and make marks on my. Okay, put that right there. All right, and now I'm gonna paint a piece. Oh wait, let me grab a rag. Don't go anywhere, Emma. Let me see if I can do this without getting everything messed up. Okay. Oh, I got it. All right. So we're gonna do a piece of this now. If you want to look behind me, there's fabulous cabinets and open Shelby and stuff like that. If you
Including a photo with me in it, so they
Yes,
would
a photo with
obviously
you in
like
it.
to look at it.
Mm-hmm. The piece de resistance in the kitchen. All right. Okay. I'm just brushing it on, not being super careful. This is super easy. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my rag. Oops. And just rub it in. So everything's even and smooth. And that removes enough. You can see the wood grain nice and pretty. If I've got a spot that didn't take it, which I do, just go back over it. And rub it off again. See, totally blends. And then now I just need to do the top, because it's going to be my backsplash piece. People are quiet today.
Yeah.
Is anybody even watching, or did they all tune in?
No, you got about 300.
Woo! Okay. And when you're doing something like this, because you'll do this even if you're not doing backsplash, a shelf is the same principle, that kind of thing. So make sure you turn it back to here. See how some dripped here? Can you see that? That it's kind of right here. So just, again, brush it so that everything's even there on the edge. Don't let it drip down. Don't stand it up to dry and not look. So, and that's exactly what I did with my butcher block countertops as well. That same principle, only just bigger surface.
Someone said, what stain is that? It's
Dark walnut with a little bit of semi-sweet paint in it. So I'm like, it's one coat and I'm done. So, which is fabulous. All right. And what was your next question? Do you have another question?
Oh no, someone just said, new to the game, do you have to add paint to the stain?
You don't have to. That's a great question. You don't have to add the paint. I add the paint because it gives you less coat. Less coats. The stain top is kind of, I won't say translucent, but it takes a couple coats. It deepens with each coat. I know the shade I want, and I'll get there faster. Like if I'm using Raven Black and don't want to do a bunch of coats, or want a deeper color, then I'll add the midnight paint to that. Same with Weather Gray. You can add one of our grays to that. So just getting the drawer and giving that. I should have put a fan on the other, but I'll show you in a second. So, good question. And proving that someone is awake out there, right?
Will you put anything else on the boards?
I will put Tuff Top on them because they're going to be my backsplash. So I'm going to Tuff Top them so that they're water resistant and don't have a problem being my fabulous backsplash.
And how many coats of Tuff Top will you do on a butcher block?
I've done 2 coats. I'm going to sand a little bit. The butcher block, the grain raises just a little bit, so I'm going to sand. And when I say sand, I mean like with a brown paper bag, or with a real, like a 220, or something really light sandpaper, just to make it a little bit smoother. And then probably put one last coat on it, because I have kids who won't always be super careful. But not you, Emma. No,
Oh, well,
not
of
you.
course. I'm your responsible child.
So just make sure when you're doing a drawer like this that you're not stopping and starting a bunch. It kind of probably is hard to see, but I do kind of go all the way across. And same when I'm doing the butcher block with the stain top, just go all the way across, because that really eliminates. A lot of times when people have brush strokes, it's because they've been choppy with their paintbrush, and don't do that. So, ooh, this is going to look so good. Oh, do you want to see my drawer pulls? Look at my drawer pulls, because I love sparkle. Look at my drawer pulls. Aren't they fabulous? And obviously I gotta get them here and here too, but aren't they awesome? Yes, they are. That's the correct answer there. Woohoo! All right. I should not do this soon, but I'm going to, just so you can see a second coat go on, because this is still totally wet in a lot of places. But we're going up here. We're going down here. And if it's easier to cut in, look at this. This is called Miracle Brush, and it's a miracle worker. It's great. It will load a bunch of paint, but it will also trim really, really nicely, because you've got a lot of paint and you don't have to reload over and over again. And this is phenomenal for stenciling on fabric. It's absolutely wonderful for that, but it is a great trim brush. You know, a lot of times people say it's a miracle whatever, and they said this, and they are right. It is a miracle brush.
Is a better brush or roller that is recommended? What?
I'm a brush girl just because, and that's, you can totally use a roller. Totally use a roller, but most cabinets have, see how it kind of just hugs the corner there, so I'm getting the back side and the front side? Do you see that? That is a miracle right there. When I'm painting this cabinet door, if I'm using a roller, yes, I can roll all through here, no problem. That whole middle section, I can roll, no big deal. But most cabinets have some kind of a trim like this, so by the time I put my roller down, and it's totally personal preference, you can do it, and there are a lot of people that prefer that. By the time I put my roller down and go over all of this like I would need to with a brush, because it's not going to roll real evenly, then I just could totally paint and not have to worry about the roller. So again, here this is too soon, but then I'm going to go like this so I don't have a ton of brush strokes. Up and down and beautifully.
How do I fix scratches on cabinets after painted and used Tuff top?
You can paint over the Tuff top, no problem. And if you've got a section, you can do, that will always blend in better than like touch. If I had a scratch right here because somebody had done something stupid, I would touch up right here. I would touch up this whole section because it's just going to look more natural instead of trying to feather something in that's real, tiny or whatever. So now I have second coat on. Not everywhere because I'm not crawling around on my behind, but...
What kind of brush is that? Or was that?
Is a fabulous brush. Oh, the other one, this one right here, depending on what you're asking about, is a Worcester. Available on our website. This is the miracle brush I was talking about, and it's awesome. Yeah, see, look, it even says
Keep
miracle
moving
brush.
it.
I'm sorry. It even says miracle brush, in case you're wondering. It is indeed a miracle brush. So... It is great for lots of things, but it's great for, like if you wanted to glaze and just get your glaze right in here. It's got it's kind of like pointy, tapered. It's awesome. It's awesome for a lot of things. I love it. Okay, that is all there is to painting cabinets. Once I'm done and it's dry, I will put Tuff top on them. Got a little green on it.
Is this a special cabinet?
They're all special because they're in my kitchen. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. What do you mean, is it a special cabinet? It's a new cabinet, like show them that one. I'm just now getting my kitchen done in the school we live in. So they're just new cabinets. If you look at that bank behind us, that's what they're going to be looking like when they're all done.
I don't make them all car sick.
But that's what they will look like. And the right side, I have stained my butcher block. The left side, I have not. So that'll happen too. So it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. Any other questions?
How much paint will it take to paint all of your cabinets?
So I've got those cabinets right there. I have the green shelves above it. I have the frame that was on the chalkboard that you saw a few minutes ago. I have these cabinets right here. And I have this bank right here, which there's the double one here and then those right there. And so far I have used 1.5 quarts. It's amazing how far it has gone. Absolutely amazing. Don't get paint in your hair on the drawer.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's been phenomenal how far it goes. I'm super, super excited about that. Oh, you're good. I don't think you have it on you at all.
Okay.
So, any other questions? Cabinets are intimidating to do. They're scary to start. They feel like, oh, what if I mess up? What's the matter?
He meant to say special cabinet paint, not special cabinet.
Oh, that's funny. No, it's our regular paint, our resin paint, our fabulous resin paint, and it's usable for cabinets. Mine happen to be the raw wood, but you can also use them on pre-finished cabinets. We've done that in almost every house we've lived in. And I know we have lots of retailers who paint cabinets for people and lots of customers who have painted cabinets and had beautiful results. So they work on the regular cabinets too. The only thing that's different if you're not using the raw wood is start with the prep and clean them, scrub them with a scrubby pad. That gets the paint to adhere the very, very best. But yeah, it's fabulous for that. So, and it's taken me, like I say, about 1.5 quarts. If I'm going from, it would take you a little bit more if you're going from a really dark color cabinet to a light. If you've got a dark chair and you're going to cotton or cloud, it'll take a little more. And in fact, the tip there is have your first coat be gray mist or one of the grays, because that gets you halfway there and you have less coats of the white. If you put a coat of the gray mist on, kind of as your primer coat, although I hate saying that word because with our products you don't sand, you don't prime, you don't wax, they're absolutely fabulous. But if you use that as a first coat to get you closer to the whites, you'll have less coats of the whites that you have to use. So, fabulous little tip right there. So, any other questions?
Got some more while you were saying that.
Oh, what? Okay, what?
Are you painting the cake plate?
The cake plate.
Cake plate.
Oh, I'm going to use 1x4s kind of, and I'm going to stain those and use those as baseboard. So I'm not going to paint that. We're going to replace that with our version of a baseboard. So stay tuned. That'll be another Thursday at 3 because it's going to be fabulous.
How many coats of Tuff Top will you put on?
2. I'll probably put 2. I might not put any on the cabinets because the paint is just so durable. But on my butcher block countertops, I'll probably end up putting 2. So, but usually I tell people to, and I would say, put 2 coats of Tuff Top on your kitchen cabinets if you paint them, unless they're the raw wood, and it just drinks it, and that paint is on there. It's not going anywhere. So, yes. Any more questions? Nope. We good?
Well, not ones that you haven't already answered.
Okay. Well, I can answer again if people are asking again.
I'm buying paint for an old laminated dresser. What will I need to buy?
If you've got a dresser with laminate on it, you're just going to buy the prep to clean it and the paint color you want, and I would get Tuff Top to go on the top because it will need that with it being a laminate surface, and just give it a little bit longer to cure. Be gentle for a little bit longer because laminate is such a super slick surface, but we paint laminate all the time. You won't have any problem at all.
Can I buy paint in Millen?
Yes, you can buy paint in Millen. You can come over to the warehouse and buy paint right here, or we can ship it to wherever in Millen you are if you would like us to. But yeah, you can. We would love to say hello. So, any other questions?
Where can I get Scrubby pads? I ordered some, but got a message saying that we're out of stock.
Yeah, well, they're back in now, and I'm so sorry. They were out of stock for a little while. We can't control that with our suppliers, but we've got them back in stock now, so you are more than welcome to order again if you want to. So, sorry about that. Any other questions?
How do you do the butcher block on laminate countertops?
I did not. We took the laminate countertops off. I don't know that you could. There might be something out there that you could roll out and stick to your counters that would be a butcher block kind of look, but we just replaced the counters with butcher block. They actually, well, this one is, but like this one I don't think is probably even, oh yeah, ooh, he's good. So yeah, they actually, we just put them on. They are our counters. They have them at Lowe's. So, any other questions?
Is the Tuff Top food friendly? Which I'm assuming just means...
Yes, not dishwasher friendly, but you, like if you're doing a cheese tray or a serving tray or something like that, you can put cookies on it, you can put cheese, you can put, well, I won't list all the things you can put on it because you can put food on it. So, but yeah, it is food friendly. Yes, it is food safe. That was a good question.
Have you ever had Tuff Top appear cloudy over slate?
Yes, it can appear cloudy over the dark colors sometimes. It just means you need to either you put too little on so it streaks and looks cloudy, or it can pool and look cloudy. So just make sure when you're applying it, let me just do a little bit of Tuff Top on this board I did over here. So let me show you over here. It's probably, we're going to pretend it's dry enough. Oh yeah, that's dry enough. Okay, so Tuff Top. I should have labeled my jar. Oh, actually, let me just show you this. You stay right there and I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, I did label my jar because that's what a good person does. And this is why they don't like me in the warehouse. I labeled my jar. Tuff Top. It's a great product.
Will the paint stick to plastic?
Yes, the paint will stick to plastic. A lot of the frames and molded stuff on the fronts of dressers and stuff is molded plastic, and it totally sticks. Totally sticks. Oh. Did you see my label, Katie? Emma?
That it's upside down? Yeah.
Yes.
I like
I
that.
applied it upside down accidentally. Alright, so right here I've got bubbles. That's going to be pooled in too much right here. So I do the same thing on the whole big butcher block counter. Just smooth it out so you don't see a bunch of bubbles. And that's going to dry beautifully. Ooh. Just one moment. That's going to go on the blooper reel for sure. Because my guess is it's wet and picked up dust. And it did. Okay. So we're going to...
This is a question from me. When you're wiping off the Tuff Top, would you use the same rag that you used to get the stain top, or would you want to use a different rag?
When I'm wiping off the...
Tuff Top, like how you're...
Well, you don't wipe off the Tuff Top.
Oh, I thought you just said that that's what you were doing.
No, the only reason I'm doing it is because I dropped it on the floor and got dust and stuff in it.
That's my bad, bro.
So, yeah, no. Normally you don't wipe off the Tuff Top. I said that goes on the blooper reel, Emma.
Well, I'm sorry. You said that it was pooling up, so you needed to wipe it off, and I was like, well.
Well, no, I meant wipe it with the brush. I meant go like this with the brush. Now we got it good. Only one little spot. See how much easier it is if you don't drop it on the floor?
Someone placed an order last week for cotton. Is there any way that they could add gray mist to that order?
Contact us at customer support at rethunkjunkbylaura.com. Customer support at rethunkjunkbylaura.com. And we can most probably add to your order. So, there we go. Now that'll dry beautifully. And that's all there is to put into the Tuff Top on. It really is not a tricky thing. Don't overthink it. Don't overwork it. Don't overwork the Tuff Top or the paint or any of the products. Just put them on, let them do their thing. They're usually pretty cooperative. So, any other questions? Wait, come here, Katie. I'm so sorry. Katie usually films me. I'm so sorry. Come here, Emma, and I appreciate
You call me Katie every day.
I know.
I'm kind of used to
I'm a
it.
mom with 5 kids. Okay, just gonna say goodbye and happy rethunking. I have water in my kitchen. Happy rethunking!